Salut YouTube, and Sofie here, welcome back. Today's video is going to finally be my update for Project Level Up Lite. Project Level Up was created by Sofie Alexandra. I will link her channel down below, and the Lite version was created by Ruth. I will link her channel down below as well. I didn't have the time last month to film my update. Nothing is rolling out today. Yeah, but I have some progress which I didn't have anyway last time. Let me get my notes out. Actually, I have a palette rolling out today. It was already back into my shelves because it was done so long ago, like I reached my goal so long ago. But yeah, I'm rolling out my Wet n Wild Blue Had Me at Hello palette. And I don't even remember why I still had it. Well, yeah, I remember. I still had to use my second focus color, which is this blue here, and I used it 4 times, and I had to use it 6 times in total. So this palette is rolling out, and I've had for maybe 3 months, maybe. I have these 2 palettes, the Kiko Milano Jelly Jugle eyeshadow palette number 02 Tropical Sunset, and the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Oh, double sunset. Well, yeah, these are both neutral palettes. So let's start with my Jelly Jungle eyeshadow palette, which is for my level 3. So for level 3, I want to use each eyeshadow 3 times, and I have 3 focus shades which I want to use 7 times. Okay, so this is what the palette is looking like. So as you can see, this is pretty much a neutral palette with a pop of maybe pink and orange. I can do I? Yes, I can do I can use this eyeshadow palette for a look, like only use this, but it's kind of boring, which is typical for me. But I mean, I can. I have used every single shade so far, but the 2 first shades I have only used once, because I mean, this beige color just looks white, and I mean, you can't see, white and ashy on me, which I'm not a fan of. And it's really soft though, but it's just not for my skin color, so I don't know if I will be able to use it 3 times. This peach color is also too light. I can't do really anything with it. I will have to see with a matte base maybe, but for now I'm not a fan of these 2, so I don't know if I complete the level except for these 2 eyeshadows, I'm not going to keep this eyeshadow palette out just for these 2. It's just not gonna work on me. Next is the orange eyeshadow. I've used it twice, which surprises me, but maybe it's because of the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. It must be why. So yeah, I have only used it twice, so I have 1 more use left. I have this oh yeah, by the way, this orange is really pigmented. I don't remember if I have already said it, but this orange is really pigmented, and it's pretty easy to blend. I have this, the gold color. I have used it 7 times. I did not realize that. I think I have only used it as an inner corner highlight, and it's pretty dry, so it doesn't doesn't look like a lot on my eyes, especially in my inner corners. I will have to use it at least once all over my lids, because I can't think of a time. Yeah, I can't think of a time when I have used it all over my lids, so I don't think it's gonna work that well, but I have to try. Next is the middle shade. I have used 4 times, so this one is good. This one is not as dry as the gold color, but it's starting to get pretty dry. It's pigmented enough though, and I mean, for me, I think it's the easiest color to wear if I want to wear neutrals, because it's not too close to my skin tone. So when I wear it, I mean, you can see that I have something on my eyes, but it's not too much. Then the 6th color I have used twice, which again surprises me. I feel like I forgot quite a bit to tally my usage, but what can I do? I have used it twice. This one is like a warm bronze color. It's not dry yet, so it's pretty good. I have this pink. I am wearing it today. I don't think you can see it, but it's in my transition color really lightly. This pink is really pigmented. I have to be careful when I want to use it lightly. I have used it 3 times already, so this one I have reached my goal. Next is this dark red. Also used it 3 times. It's a little bit weak of a color. It's kind of red, but kind of not on my lids, and it's, I mean, these 3 shimmers are more shimmery slash metallic on my lids. This one is almost like a satin, maybe, so it's kind of disappointing. And lastly, this dark brown matte, which is really pigmented. I really enjoy it, and I have used this one 10 times. My focus shades were, oh no, this pink is a focus shade, so it's not, I have not reached my goal for this one. I still have to use it 4 more times. I have this middle shade. As you can see, I completely forgot which shades I had to use as focus shades. So the 3 focus shades are this pink, matte pink, this middle shade, and the dark brown. The dark brown I've reached my goal. Stay open. I've reached my goal, but I still have to work on these 2 focus shades, and the 3 here, and this one. So I still have a lot of work on this eyeshadow palette. Next is my Natasha Denona Sunset palette. So I'm pretty sure you know. Oh, almost stuck my nail in it. Okay, this is what it's looking like. I'm pretty sure you already know. There's a lot of shades to work on, so let's see. This one is for level 4, so I have to use each shade 4 times and use my 4 focus shades 8 times. So let's start with this one. I'm not gonna say the names because here they are, but it's too complicated. I have used this shade twice, this one 6 times. So Gold Matte, I have not used this one yet, just because, I mean, the texture is not, it doesn't feel good, and I'm pretty sure I just created art pen, and it looks, I mean, here it looks on my ring finger, it looks pretty like translucent, it looks pretty weak. I'm just not interested in using this shade, but I will have to use it 4 times if I want to roll this out. I have used this one 3 times, yes. this one 3 times, and these two are focus shades, so I have 5 uses left on these two. I have used this one 3 times, 5 times, 6 times, how many? 7 times, and 5 times. This one is a focus shade, so 3 uses left. And once, 3 times, 6 times, this is a focus shade, so 2 uses left. 7 times and 3 times. So for this palette, I know a lot of people really like this one. It was really raved about when it launched, and a lot of people are really a fan of Natasha Denona formula. I don't think it's anything like crazy. It's eyeshadow. The yellow is pretty weak. I mean, if I want to blend it out on my crease, it's pretty much invisible. If I pack it on my mobile lid, it's weak. I really have to use my yellow base. Yeah, it's pretty much a disappointment. I really like the red. It turns a little bit pinky on me, but it's pretty good. This eyeshadow, and which one? I don't remember, but this eyeshadow is like a duochrome. I don't think I can show you on camera, but sometimes it looks really gold, sometimes it looks pretty orange. It's a pretty soft eyeshadow as well, and I mean, sometimes it just catch me off guard. I am visualizing a look on in my head, and I mean, it's not looking how I wanted it. So yeah, this one, I think maybe you can see on camera, maybe compared to the other shadows, looks pretty pink, but believe me, on the lid it's a warm orangey shadow. Maybe it's kind of duochrome. Maybe this is why I always have this surprise, but yeah, this eyeshadow is like a gold, but same thing. It's like it almost has a yellow reflect, but a light gold base. So like when I see it here in the pan, I want to use it in my inner corners, but I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks good in my inner corners. So, and last thing is this brown. It's really pigmented, sometimes hard to blend, kind of patchy. At least it's pigmented. So this is what I wanted to say about this palette. I'm still not a fan of Natasha Denona formula. I have another palette, which is the purple one. I don't remember. Lila palette. Lila. I think it's the purple one. And I don't know. Not a fan. I don't understand the hype about these. I know my palettes are starting to be old, but since I first dipped into them, I have not been a fan. Because this Sunset palette is a pretty big one, I'm not going to roll in another palette to replace the Wet n Wild one. Maybe next time. I think next time I can have at least this one roll out, and then I will roll in my level 5, and depending on the size of the palette getting rolled in, we'll see if I re-roll a level 1. So anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out Ruth and Sofie Alexandra, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.